So, you're considering buying a Tesla in 2020. Well, this is possibly the best year to date to purchase a Tesla. What's up, everyone? I'm VampEV, and in this video, I'm going to share with everyone why I feel you should buy a Tesla in 2020. So, if you're looking for that extra convincing, I'm hoping to give that to you, or if you're trying to convince anybody else why they should buy a Tesla, I'm here for that too. So, the first reason you might want to buy a Tesla this year is the Model Y. So, before the Model Y, which deliveries start mid this month or March 15th, actually today, March 11th, when this is recorded, I believe there was one person who stated that they had a delivery date on one of the Tesla Reddits and that they were taking delivery of it today. I'm not entirely sure how that's unfolded, but without that, otherwise, people have also received their VIN numbers, and so they're definitely planning on taking delivery soon, with expected for people to start accepting those on the 15th, which is why I've decided to go with this video as opposed to other things I've had planned, since I've kind of been delaying this one, so I do apologize for that. But yes, the Model Y is a huge factor into why you should buy a Tesla this year, especially if you're looking for a crossover SUV. But before the Model Y, Tesla only offered the Model X as far as SUVs or larger vehicles go, larger family-sized vehicles. Again, you know, the Y is a crossover SUV. The Model X is also their most expensive vehicle, whereas the Model Y is much more affordable, being with the standard range being about $40,000 coming next year, with the all-wheel drive version currently available at $52,000, which is significantly less than what a brand new Model X costs. And so it's much more affordable than the Model X, and it has much more space as opposed to a Model S or the Model 3. So the Model Y brings possibly the best price per value among other electric SUVs, such as the Hyundai Kona or things like the Nissan Leaf, or even the Audi e-tron, which is a very beautiful vehicle but also kind of expensive. With access to the Tesla supercharging network and the superior battery tech, it kind of makes the Model Y a no-brainer purchase if you're looking for an SUV in the electric vehicle space. If you're looking for an electric vehicle that keeps your family safe, I don't think we've seen the safety ratings yet. I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen any of the crash tests, which has me kind of weirded out, since before, with the Model 3 and things like that, we saw those well beforehand. I think at least well beforehand. We definitely saw them like at launch, so we'll see what happens the following weeks. But presumably it is safer than, the way I see it, I feel it will be safer than both the S and X, and maybe a slightly less rating than the 3. However, all 3 of those hold the highest scores by NHTSA. So I believe that they're holding the, all 3 of those vehicles have the lowest probability of injury, and they're all owned by Tesla. So presumably the Model Y will be right back up there. And I'm interested to see if it will be the safest vehicle, but that has, yet to be determined. And on top of that, the Model Y comes with sweet driver assist features and a sleek look. It's got the autopilot, and then also it has just the regular safety features. I guess they're called autopilot safety features, and they're delivering ahead of schedule. So I imagine that they're gonna hit scale production like later this year. So if you're trying to buy a Tesla in 2020 and you're looking for an affordable or more affordable electric SUV that meets your needs, I believe the Model Y will reach those for you, and it's definitely worth looking into. I'm pretty sure as long as you order either the all-wheel drive or the performance version, that you'll take delivery this year, unless you order it in December. One thing though is they're only currently delivering the black interior, so if you're wanting the white interior, you might have to wait a little longer, probably mid to later this year. And then also, if you're needing the third row seating, which is an offering, to fit those kiddos in the back, you can always order that option. However, you will be waiting till 2021. So if that's something that you're needing, I might not be able to buy a Tesla in 2020. But of course, they do have that option. But if that's not a concern, You likely won't have to wait months for your Model Y. You'll likely receive it within a month or two. I'm intrigued to see once deliveries start and people start placing new orders, how long it will take them to get those delivered. So only time will really tell. And who knows, we can make an updated version of this pending, new information. So if that meets your needs and you're looking into purchasing either a Tesla or an electric vehicle, those are all very strong reasons as to why you should buy a Tesla in 2020, especially with that SUV being a family vehicle, the safety, all the sweet features, a sleek, nice look. What more could you ask for, truly? And then also, oddly enough, the Model Y is also another reason in which why you should buy a Tesla in 2020, because this next area focuses on used vehicles, used Teslas, with the Model Y coming out. So yeah, the Model Y really truly is the reason this year is the best to buy a Tesla, because the Model 3 has been sold and delivered since 2017 and have been scarce in the terms of finding used ones, or dealerships are overcharging retail for them. It's very hard to find a used Tesla Model 3 for a reasonable price that's not, super far below retail or over retail, which most dealerships seem to be charging. I've seen some fairly priced Tesla Model 3s. However, the best place to buy them from is Tesla. I will be making a video later on how to get the best deal on a Tesla Model 3. So if you're interested in that, feel free to subscribe. But with the Model Y, throughout the year, I predict we will see an increase of specifically Model 3s. And right now, I've even seen actual Model 3s still listed on their website, which usually they only last for about a day or two, and then there's no more listings for like a week. So specifically, I think, we will see those Model 3s and some Model Xs, because tons of 3 owners have started families or possibly need more space and will trade in theirs for a Model Y. Hopefully, they'll trade that into Tesla. And I don't believe that there will be a huge discount on the SR Plus models, just because I believe Tesla is offering really fair prices when they're buying them back, like really fair prices on them. And all the used ones I have seen are about $37,000, which a brand new one starting at just under $40,000. So you do save some money, and it absolutely can make or break a budget. But we should see more long range and hopefully all-wheel drive versions as they trade theirs in for all-wheel drive or performance Model Ys. But Tesla is the best company to buy a Tesla from. Just because others might lie about autopilot or full self-driving add-ons, I think we've seen a case like that recently. So if new Teslas are slightly out of your budget, or you just won't buy a new car, then 2020 is the best year to date to purchase a Tesla. Of course, they'll depreciate more over time, or at least until full self-driving and the robo-taxis start. I personally will be keeping an eye on the Tesla website for a used Model 3 with white interior. And so the final reason you should buy a Tesla in 2020 is the technology. So I have poorly lumped things together, but the battery tech and Investor Day is this year, and Tesla is already years ahead of others, and so they continue to make changes to their vehicles throughout the year as opposed to just on New Year models, and their battery tech is already better than previous years. So it's definitely worth buying this year, but mid to late end of year we could see even more advancements. The technology and battery advancements to date are reasonable enough alone, but later this year we could see more affordable battery packs and maybe, just maybe, a price reduction on cars like the Model 3. And I know that was the last reason, because the next thing I have that I'm going to mention, it'll play a huge part on purchases once released, and that is full self-driving. Having your car drive you to work or the store will be a game changer, and will likely still require human monitoring and interaction until later years once it's continually proven and tons of data become available and they start to combat legislation. But yes, full self-driving, depending that coming out later this year, can be a huge reason that would sway people to purchase a Tesla this year, in the year of 2020. That's all I have here today for you guys. If I helped you purchase a Tesla or decide to make a purchase on a Tesla, feel free to let me know in the comments below. I'd absolutely love to know if I've helped somebody make that purchase. I'd feel amazing. And also feel free to give me a thumbs up if you liked it, give me a thumbs down if you didn't, and subscribe for future videos. Thank you.